Good Sunday morning, Noles family. We are here this morning, a great Sunday morning. Just wanted to come on. We talked about Friday morning's telecast about the games to watch for yesterday, which was the games from Texas and to Georgia and the Georgia Tech and Notre Dame, those games that we had listed for you to watch. Today is going to be the recap of those games. So when we recap those today, this morning, it's going to be just the actual score of the game, just in case you may not know or had not had a chance to see it, and it's going to also be just the stats of just a few players and a few plays of what happened. Holding my lunchbox here, I think I'm ready to go to work. So just wanted to bring this on to just show you a little bit. I got this from Railroad Square in Tallahassee at the Vintage Store, and looks pretty good. When I saw it, it looks pretty unique. So I said, well, you know what? I think I want to grab that up because you don't see stuff like that anymore. So I said, well, since it's only one on the shelf or one on the floor, let me get it. This way, I know I have something very vintage to go with other things that I may have. So like, share, subscribe. I'm here with you, RDJ. This is the Renegade Fight. Just to recap the game, the first game that we're going to recap on this morning is the Alabama versus Tennessee game. Alabama is coming in at the number 7 seed overall in the top 25 poll, and Tennessee coming in at number 11 in the poll. The final score for that game was Alabama 17, Tennessee 24. Jalen Milroe comes in, passed the ball pretty well. He threw the ball 45 times for 25 completions, 239 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Rushing for Alabama, Jay Miller, 12 carries, 42 yards. Jay Haynes, 8 carries, 22 yards, got a touchdown, scored a touchdown. In the receiving department for Alabama, we have R. Williams, 8 receptions for 73 yards, touchdown scored. Bernard, 5 reception, 72 yards. Tennessee comes off as the winner again, 24-17 against Alabama. Tennessee's stats were Tennessee's quarterback threw the ball 27 times, 14 completions, 194 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I didn't call his name because it's hard for me to pronounce, and I don't want to just stumble over it and mess his name up. So I say Tennessee quarterback. But if you know his name or have heard or seen his name, for me it's hard to pronounce. So I didn't want to mess it up. So I just say Tennessee's quarterback. But just to still give you an idea who I was talking about. Tennessee's rushing, Sampson, 26 carries, 139 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns. Tennessee's quarterback also rushed the ball as well, 9 carries, 44 yards. I think he had a pretty good night. Receiving department for Tennessee, we have receiving McCoy, 6 for 80 yards. Thornton, 3 catches for 70 yards. And that is the stats for the Alabama-Tennessee game. Moving on, number 6 Miami versus Louisville. What a shootout. That was a shootout. That's up and down the field, back and forth all game long until Miami pulls away at the end. That score was Miami 52, Louisville 45. The stats for that game was Miami's Cam Ward threw the ball 32 times for 21 completions, 319 yards, 4 touchdowns, threw for 4 touchdowns. Rushing, Martinez, 12 carries, 89 yards, touchdown. Receiving department, Brown, 3 receptions, 125 yards, 1 touchdown. Louisville, that was Louisville's quarterback. He threw for 51 times, 31 completions, 342 yards, 4 touchdowns. Rushing department, Brown, 9 carries, 56 yards. Receiving department, Brooks, 6 reception, 107 yards receiving with 2 touchdowns. I think that was a pretty good game. A good game. Everybody getting involved on both sides of the ball and on defense. I wanted to see that game, but I didn't. But it's okay. That was a good game for what I saw through highlights and through reading in the archives of the newspaper or online and everything like that. That was a good game. That if you saw that game, you would glued to your seat, out of your seat. It was something good to watch. Moving on to the next game. For this game here, Notre Dame and Georgia Tech, it was no stat line that I have for you, but I do have number 12 Notre Dame 31 versus Georgia Tech 13. Moving on down the list a little bit, we have Colorado versus Arizona. Colorado 34, Arizona 7. And for that stat line, we have Colorado, Shedeur Sanders throws the ball 33 times for 23 completions. He threw for 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Rushing, Augustine, 14 carries, 53 yards. Webster, 8 receptions for 127 yards. Moving on for Arizona's stats. Arizona's quarterback, Fafita, 26 attempts for 16 completions, 138 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Receiving, 5 receptions, 38 yards. So, like, share, subscribe. We're on with you this morning, Sunday morning, RDJ. We are just happy and elated that you would find yourself hanging out with us on early this morning. Just wanted to recap those games for you because Friday's conversation was, I gave you some games to watch. So I wanted to at least come back on and let you know how those games went. And I wouldn't ask you to watch the game and I don't know my stat line to give to you just in case. I may have saw something you didn't see. You may have saw something I didn't see. So we're working together on this thing right here. And I feel like, too, working together makes things better. So just to give you just some NFL games to watch will be Kansas City versus the San Francisco 49ers. That game I want to say is a late game. Detroit versus Minnesota. That's a good matchup, I feel like. Houston versus Green Bay. That's another good game. I don't know how many NFL fans I have out there, but I feel like those are games to watch. So I'm gonna sit down and enjoy some football today, relax a little bit, get me some pizza and some wings, get me a good old cold glass of lemonade. I'm gonna enjoy myself today. So like, share, subscribe. I'm on with you, RDJ, and this is it for the recap of last night's game, and this is the recap. Well, the upcoming games that I would want you to watch and pay attention to. So we'll see you guys later on this afternoon or early in the morning, just to give you another recap of what happened in today's sports. Thank you for joining in with me. I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a good Sunday. Thank you.